Welcome to House 9 HQ. I'm going to show you around the office and the studio and introduce you to the team that make the magic at House 9 happen. Some lovely pictures of past projects here. And then Lizzie is in the store. Sort of back office store. Depending on what's in here, it changes names quite often. But at the moment, it's looking like a sort of store come back office. So our studio is based in Notting Hill, top of Ladbroke Grove. And we're in a brilliant building that has, it's not particularly fancy at all, actually, but it has loads of little office spaces that I started out my House 9 career in. After working for about 6 months from my dining table, I thought it's about time I got myself a proper office. And this was walking distance from my flat at the time. And in this building, on the very top floor, up in eaves, there was a little 3-person office that had my name on it. But now we're actually split across 2 offices at the moment. We've got a studio space, which is where all the team work at their desks, and we've also got our meeting table in there and our fabric library. And then in here, which shouldn't be called a dumping ground, but we call it the back office. And this is where I come to get quiet time, but also where we do all our packing for the store. So this is busy, and of course when we have installs, everything gets piled in here. And then as well as that, we've got a storeroom downstairs, which we call the scary room, because it used to be, it's the basement of a hospital, of an old hospital that closed down. And it's scary. There's been some scary things going on in there that we've caught on camera, like lights moving when no one's in there. So the team don't go down there on their own, because it's really scary. We've just had a really big install, and whenever we have an install, everything goes to the house and then it comes back to the office, and then we have a really big sort out, and we're trying to get everything a bit organised because we have like once a year sale where we open the doors to everyone and they can come and buy a bit of House 9. So I'll show you what the scary room is looking like right now, because I think we are, bearing in mind it's Monday morning and none of the team are in the office, they're all in the scary room. That implies that it's a real mess. Look at your hair! I love it! So when I started out, I worked with just myself for the first year until I couldn't do it on my own anymore because of the amount of moving parts, and especially when it came to doing installs. So I thought it was about time I hired someone, and I took someone on from my previous company. So then we became a team of 3, and then 4, and of course over the years it sort of dips a couple, and then it grows a couple, and then it dips a couple, and then it grows a couple. It's a very transient industry. There's a sort of a ladder in the design world where you start out as an assistant, you move up to junior, then you become midweight, then you become senior, and then of course sometimes people then think they want to start out on their own and move up and start their own design studios, so if they're brave enough. I'm really fortunate that I have a very, very strong, very loyal core team of seniors who have been with me for nearly 7 years. Lizzie, you'll hear me talk about Lizzie a lot, is my right hand. She's a Yorkshire lass and she is amazing, and she's my right hand.
Okay. You've got me being really bossy.
What do you mean, you're always bossy? And then on my left hand I've got Rosie, so without those two I'm slightly wonky. Maybe they're more like my legs, actually. I'm definitely wonky if one of them isn't working or if one of them's on holiday. Rosie also joined me as a junior, and she just oozes creativity, and she's just got the most beautiful eye for design, and she loves antiques and sort of old things, and she's very artistic, so she can paint anything, and she's just a talent. And she has grown up through the business now as well, so junior to midweight, midweight to senior. And she's now our head of design, which means that she's now overseeing the virtual design and also the product side as well, a bit more. So that was the position that Lizzie was in, and Rosie's now stepped into that position. And she's just fantastic. I love her dearly. I always say if I was to sort of think about my two girls growing up, I always think, gosh, how proud I'd be if they became Rosie and Lizzie. So I've also got the wonderful Lucy, who is just a total delight. Such a hard worker, so organised, just gets shit done and does it really well. And we've got the lovely Tash and Annika. Tash and Annika are both junior designers here at House 9 and very different in their skill sets. So Annika's much more technical and loves the drawing side of things, the technical side of things, and the Rhino and the AutoCAD. And then Tash, who has real keenness to get on sites. She wants to learn everything, brilliant client facing, and really wants to get involved with everything. She's super keen to move up the ladder, which is always really exciting. Other people you haven't met in the studio yet is our lovely Georgie. Georgie actually started with us doing work experience, and we loved her so much that we wouldn't let her leave. So now she's working here permanently, forevermore. And then the lovely Dulcie behind me, who runs our products, collections, partnerships, collaborations, everything like that. It's a superstar. Sorry, Sasha. We're really throwing you in the deep end here, aren't we? Sasha's the new wet nurse. Sasha has the painstaking job of running the collections page and House 9 design page for me now, which is, it was literally like a child that I birthed for 9 years, and Sasha's now taken over. I'm probably like this, like I'll keep trying to be like, oh, should I do it? No, just let it go. Just let it go. But we're going to work together really closely so that it's still very much like my baby.
Yeah, I think the way that you've done it so far, you can always hear your voice in all of the captions.
And I never want to lose that.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise,
Any words of wisdom?
Good luck.
Right. Do I need to do this, or can I put this down?
Rosie's given up.
Sorry.
I lied.
In one word. Oh god.
Oh, dramatic.
It's all consuming, I'd say. Like, I feel like it literally just takes over my whole life.
I feel like I can't absorb it fast enough. I feel like you join and you think you're going to be like drawing.
It's probably about 10% this, and the other 80% is spreadsheets, and the other 10% is
People skills and like juggling different personalities and different roles, and like where you fit into that as well.
So what was your word?
I don't know. What is that in a word?
having to perform on camera.
Dodgy contractors. I also really don't like the admin.
The juggle. Everyday juggle.
Stay in a scary room and having to clear it out before I deliver it.
So I really enjoy doing like lighting layouts, I really enjoy doing furniture layouts and like problem solving, I suppose.
I think just like day to day, like we do like have a lovely team. It's a lovely office to like come into, and we'll support each other, and like yeah, it's fun.
The team, but also the potential for where we can take the store.
So I'm excited to kind of just absorb all the freebie knowledge I can from the designers.
That day, install day, when you've all been working for like a year plus on a project, and those last like 24 hours are like chaos, and then the client walks in and they're just none the wiser to all the behind the scenes, and just their reaction is amazing, and that's why we do it.
And then it just that we all enjoy it, because if we're working on a project that we're allowed a bit of free rein, where we're really allowed to do what we're good at, I find it's that there is no more enjoyable project.
You can express yourself, you know?
We have usually between 8 and 12 projects at any one time. So, and that's virtual designs, we've usually got about 50 a year as well, not to mention all the products and everything as well. So I say it a lot, but I think it's really misunderstood. And I do wish that part of the business or the industry would slightly change, because I think too many people enter into this industry thinking it's going to be really fun and it's going to be really easy. I don't think really anyone ever sees the sort of nitty-gritty of you're not just doing it for yourself, you're suddenly managing somebody else's biggest investment usually. You're managing that person's budget and you're bringing a vision to life. So no, we're not out here saving the world, but we're creating a home for someone, and that is the most important place in the world, and it comes with so many things that can go wrong that are so out of our control, but because we're the ones that are at the forefront leading it, it does fall on our shoulders to get it right. And therefore there's huge responsibility, not just for me, but for the team, and they carry that weight. We're a very, very, very busy studio. Every day is different. No 2 days are the same. It comes with lots of stress, but